The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, commonly known as North Korea, stands as one of the world's most militarized societies. The country's military-first policy, known as Songun, places the armed forces at the center of its political and social life. Within its rigidly structured hierarchy, women constitute a significant portion of the armed forces. They are integrated into various branches including the Army, Navy, and Air Force, performing roles that range from combat positions to logistical support. Often overlooked, these women serve in a system marked by unwavering discipline and an unyielding devotion to the state. Their commitment is a testament to the indoctrination and rigorous training they undergo. Their stories offer a glimpse into a world veiled in secrecy, revealing the lives of those who navigate the complexities of duty, sacrifice, and resilience within North Korea's military apparatus. These women often face harsh conditions and strict regulations that govern their daily lives. The presence of women in the military is not a new phenomenon in North Korea. Historical records show their involvement dating back to the Korean War, where they played crucial roles in various capacities. Since the Korean War, women have played a vital role in defending the nation. They have been involved in everything from frontline combat to intelligence operations, showcasing their versatility and dedication. Their participation in the armed forces is deeply intertwined with the country's history and ideology, which emphasizes self-reliance and national defense. Propaganda often highlights their contributions, portraying them as patriotic heroines. Despite facing unique challenges and societal pressures, these women serve alongside their male counterparts, embodying the principles of loyalty and sacrifice deeply ingrained in North Korean culture. They are expected to perform with the same level of competence and dedication. North Korea's military is not merely a fighting force but a pervasive presence that shapes every aspect of daily life. The influence of the military extends beyond the barracks and into the civilian sphere, affecting education, employment, and social status. From a young age, citizens are instilled with the importance of military service, and women are no exception. Military training and education start early, preparing them for future roles in the armed forces. They are expected to embrace the values of obedience, discipline, and selflessness, qualities deemed essential for the preservation of the state. These values are reinforced through constant drills and ideological education. The military represents a path to social mobility and recognition, particularly for women from disadvantaged backgrounds. Serving in the military can offer opportunities for advancement and a better life. The experience of women in the North Korean military is often shrouded in secrecy. The regime tightly controls information, making it difficult to obtain a clear picture of their daily lives and challenges. Information about their lives within the barracks, their training regimens, and their personal struggles remains limited. The state's control over media and communication ensures that only a curated image is presented to the outside world. However, the accounts of defectors who have escaped the regime provide valuable insights into the realities faced by these women. These testimonies reveal the harsh conditions and the intense pressure they endure. Their stories shed light on the sacrifices they make, the challenges they overcome, and the enduring strength they display in the face of adversity. These women exemplify resilience and determination, often under the most trying circumstances. Military service in North Korea is not a choice but an obligation, deeply ingrained in the nation's fabric. Both men and women are subject to conscription, a policy that reflects the state's emphasis on collective responsibility. This makes North Korea one of the few countries in the world with mandatory service for both genders, highlighting its unique stance on national defense. This policy, rooted in the country's history of conflict and ongoing tensions with South Korea and the United States, underscores the importance placed on national defense and readiness. For young women, reaching the age of 17 marks a significant turning point in their lives, as they are required to enlist for a period that can range from 7 to 10 years, a substantial portion of their youth. The transition from civilian life to military service is abrupt and demanding, often involving emotional farewells to family and friends. Recruits are immediately immersed in a highly regimented environment where every aspect of their daily routine is controlled. In this environment, discipline and obedience are paramount, with strict adherence to rules and regulations. The training regimen is notoriously rigorous, pushing recruits to their physical and mental limits through intense exercises. From grueling physical exercises to weapons handling and combat tactics, the focus is on forging soldiers capable of enduring hardship and executing orders without question. The aim is to create a force that is resilient, disciplined, and unwavering in its loyalty to the state. Female recruits face the same demanding training as their male counterparts with no concessions made for gender. They endure long hours of physical exertion, often in harsh weather conditions, from the sweltering heat of summer to the freezing cold of winter, and are held to the same rigorous standards of performance, ensuring that they are equally prepared for any challenge. The training is designed to break down individuality and foster a sense of collective identity, promoting unity and cohesion among the troops. This indoctrination instills in recruits the belief that their primary duty is to the state and its leader, reinforcing the ideology of the regime. Beyond the physical challenges, female recruits must also navigate a system steeped in traditional gender roles, balancing their duties with societal expectations. While the military is often seen as a male-dominated sphere, North Korean ideology emphasizes the equality of all citizens in contributing to national defense, at least in theory. However, in practice, female soldiers often face discrimination and limited opportunities for advancement, highlighting the gap between ideology and reality. Life for a female soldier in the North Korean military extends far beyond the training ground. Once their initial training is complete, they are assigned to various units and roles, where they carry out their duties with unwavering discipline. Their days are meticulously structured, leaving little room for personal freedom or leisure. From dawn till dusk, their lives revolve around military exercises, political indoctrination sessions, and menial tasks that contribute to the functioning of the unit. The living conditions within military barracks are often harsh and unforgiving. Female soldiers typically share cramped quarters with limited privacy. Basic amenities such as running water and electricity can be unreliable or non-existent, particularly in remote outposts. Food rations are often meager, leading to malnutrition and health problems among soldiers. Despite the difficulties, female soldiers form strong bonds of camaraderie and support. They rely on each other to navigate the challenges of military life, sharing their burdens and finding solace in their shared experiences. These relationships provide a sense of belonging and purpose in an environment that can often feel isolating and dehumanizing. The psychological toll of military service is perhaps the most enduring legacy for many female soldiers. The constant pressure to conform, the suppression of individuality, and the fear of punishment create an atmosphere of anxiety and mistrust. The lack of personal freedom and the inability to make independent choices can have lasting effects on their mental and emotional well-being. Section 4. Unequal ground gender disparity in the ranks. While North Korean ideology espouses gender equality, the reality within the military often falls short of this ideal. Despite serving alongside their male counterparts and enduring the same rigorous training, female soldiers face systemic discrimination and limited opportunities for advancement. Traditional gender roles persist, relegating women to support roles and limiting their access to positions of authority. Female soldiers are often assigned to roles that are seen as extensions of their domestic duties, such as cooking, cleaning, and providing medical care. While these tasks are essential for the functioning of any military unit, they are often undervalued and do not offer the same opportunities for recognition or promotion as combat roles. The lack of access to leadership positions is a significant barrier for women in the North Korean military. While women are represented in the officer corps, their numbers are disproportionately low, particularly in senior ranks. This disparity reflects deeply ingrained societal norms that prioritize male leadership and limit women's access to power. The gender pay gap is another manifestation of inequality within the military. Female soldiers typically earn lower salaries than their male counterparts even when performing similar duties. This discrepancy is often justified by claiming that men are the primary breadwinners in North Korean society, ignoring the fact that many women are also responsible for supporting their families. Section 5. Voices of Defiance, Escaping the Iron Grip. The stories of female defectors who have escaped North Korea provide invaluable insights into the hidden lives of those who have served in the country's military. These women, often overlooked and underrepresented, have faced unimaginable hardships and have shown incredible resilience in their quest for freedom. These women have risked their lives to flee oppression, seeking freedom and a chance to rebuild their lives beyond the reach of the regime. Their journeys are not just physical escapes but also emotional and psychological battles against a system that has oppressed them for so long. Their testimonies shed light on the realities of military service, the motivations for escape, and the challenges of adjusting to life in a new world. These stories are a testament to their courage and the human spirit's unyielding desire for freedom. One defector, who asked to remain anonymous for her safety, shared her harrowing experience of escaping North Korea after serving in the military for 5 years. Her story is one of many that highlight the extreme measures these women must take to secure their freedom. She described the constant fear of punishment, the lack of basic necessities, and the psychological toll of living under constant surveillance. The oppressive environment left her with no choice but to risk everything for a chance at a better life. She decided to flee after witnessing the brutal treatment of a fellow female soldier who had become pregnant out of wedlock. This incident was a turning point, pushing her to take the perilous journey towards freedom. Another defector, who now resides in South Korea, spoke about the discrimination she faced as a female soldier. Her story is a stark reminder of the gender-based injustices that persist within the North Korean military. She was denied opportunities for promotion and was often subjected to harassment from male superiors. The systemic discrimination she faced made it clear that her future in North Korea was bleak. She decided to escape after realizing that she had no future within the North Korean system. Her determination to seek a better life drove her to take the dangerous path to freedom. The journeys of these defectors are fraught with danger and uncertainty. Each step they take is filled with the fear of being caught and the hope of reaching a place where they can live freely. They often face perilous border crossings, the threat of capture by North Korean authorities, and the possibility of repatriation, which could result in imprisonment or worse. The stakes are incredibly high, but so is their resolve. Despite these risks, they are driven by a desire for freedom, a longing for a better life, and a determination to speak out against the injustices they have witnessed. Their stories are a powerful reminder of the human spirit's capacity for resilience and hope.